Chick, chick.
Good to go?
Yes, sir.
B-A-N-G. It's in the bag.
It's in the bag.
What's up,
brother? How we doing?
What's good?
How we living?
Good, man. Good.
Good,
Had a
bro.
nice big dinner.
Nice.
Fucking ready to go. I got my
Myself.
Rochester, New York sweatshirt on.
Nice.
Shout out to my hometown. I got this at the airport. Every time I fly there, I've been eyeing this one sweater.
Okay, I'm glad you pulled the trigger.
I know, man. And then we were flying back, and we landed in the Atlanta airport, and I saw an Atlanta sweater that I'll wear on the next episode.
You bought it?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, wow.
I was like,
I don't like airport clothes. I don't know. I always see,
really?
when I fly into my city, I'm like, that's my town, but I don't know. I just don't. It's just like, okay, one word.
yeah, man. I don't know. The Rochester sweaters were kind of tough.
That was kind of cool. It's a hard color. I dig that color.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
big,
My
dark
Atlanta
green.
one is like a nice gray.
Nice.
It's cool.
Nice. Sweet.
You'll see.
Cool, man. Cool.
All right.
It's always a good hang.
This episode goes out to anyone who never amounted to anything.
Dude, this episode, doing a little research for this one, it made me feel like a kind of a scumbag, kind of just a loser, bro. It's just like these people, I don't know. It's just like the drive that some of these people had. We're talking about incredible human achievements today. And, not everyone, I mean, these people earned their right to be talked about on a podcast, bro. They just,
There's some really crazy shit here. Some of this stuff I don't have specific people for.
Okay.
Because, when we at least in the case of inventions, kind of when you talk about, so many modern inventions, they evolved over time. So it's hard to trace it back to one person.
Also, I was thinking about this too, like when I was thinking about like a big advancement, say in medicine or whatever.
Sure.
I feel like I imagine there's a team behind it.
Usually.
But like one cat gets the credit.
Right.
It's like kind of fucked.
That's
you know what
I
I
would
mean?
say probably most of the stuff we're going to talk about today.
Right.
There was a team behind it, and
Right.
one person was credited. So
Yeah.
I think
wonder how they determine that.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think we should do a disclaimer before we get into this.
Sure.
We did the best research that we could, and
Our research game we're not that podcast, I feel like. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, we
You know.
just go look stuff up,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so we did the best we could with who to credit some of these to, but we understand and acknowledge that. A lot of times the person credited with the invention is the person that actually stole the invention from the
Sure.
person who actually invented it.
For sure.
And also, I apologize in advance for any butchered pronunciations of names. So
I'm sure they're dead. So.
some of them aren't.
Oh, no, yeah,
Some of
true.
them aren't.
True. Yeah, true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I just got a quick. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I just wanted to read this real quick. Someone on Reddit said this, and it was just on point for what we're getting into. In 1903, the New York Times said that it would take between 1 and 10 million years. I'm going to repeat that. It would take between 1 and 10 million years for man to develop the technology for flight. 9 weeks later, the Wright brothers had their first flight. 66 years later, a man walked on the moon. Absolutely wild. This is an odd thing to say, given it's one of the most famous events of all time, but I don't think most people grasp just how incredible that was. We strapped humans to a gigantic ballistic missile, fired it at a moving target 400,000 kilometers away with enough accuracy to safely land when we got there. Then we did the same thing in reverse and everybody survived.
That's crazy.
All with such early computer technology that would be laughable compared to the cheapest cell phone today. I just think it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's insane. And some of the stuff that wouldn't have existed without some of the other stuff we're going to talk about today.
True.
If you go way back in time, but that is pretty insane when you boil it. When you say it like that, what year was that article published? Did it say?
In 1903, New York Times said that. God. I just fooled.
Bunch of nearsighted idiots. That's so funny. 6 weeks later,
Yeah.
Wright brothers said, "Hold my beer."
I mean, it was essentially the Wright brothers. It was like they just made like a really sick kite, and then it eventually turned.
Hey
into-
man, that's a cool kite.
that shit blows my mind, bro, more than almost anything else.
Flight.
Flying.
Oh, it's the craziest
hurling
thing in
through
the
sky.
Yeah, dude. And if you think about when you're sitting in the plane, it's so easy to disassociate and forget that you are hurling through the air at insane speeds, and like if you're in a window seat, like literally a foot to your left is just the outside.
Right.
It's
Right.
such a thin
Yeah.
hull on a lot of these planes, man. It's so crazy.
You just pray that everything's working right, man.
Yeah.
Like my sister, like I think she inspects airplane parts. Like that's her job.
Oh, wow.
I think she inspects the parts, make sure everything's dialed up.
That's
I'm looking at her like, don't fuck up.
That's crazy, man. You put so much trust into those pilots and
real,
the
dude.
technology and the teams that work on those planes. It's crazy, man.
For real.
Well, let's get into it, man.
Sure.
Incredible human achievements. There's a lot of different categories we could talk about with this. I think. What do you think about starting with innovation and invention?
Yeah.
You cool with
Let's talk
that?
about- yeah, I'm down to flow. Go with the flow.
I think one of the most important, human achievements we have to talk about is the ability to tame and harness fire.
Harnessing fire is among the top.
Right.
Among
Which
the top.
obviously we can't credit to a certain person because it's been around forever.
Yeah, I'd love to meet the first person that stared into a flame, bro.
Yeah, man, they would stare at you like you're fucking into it. But yeah, I mean, so much of all of this stuff we wouldn't have, had we not been able to tame fire. So,
Or like just getting like fire, like a candle, just like taming it
right
in that sense.
or
Putting
like
a light on it.
yeah, like
just
light
having a
at nighttime.
to do work. Yeah,
Yeah, to lock in,
in,
10,000 BC.
Oh, man.
You got one?
Yeah. Like fire is a big one, obviously. Development of language.
Oh my gosh, I
Just
think
like,
about this all the time.
yeah.
Just how are there so many?
That blows my mind, actually.
Yeah, it's
Like,
insane, man.
It's separately happened this many times.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
I mean, communication is you could argue that it's a basic necessity of life. And so, even if these civilizations weren't able to contact each other at the time, it was like they needed to develop something like that. So it kind of just, naturally spawned out of necessity.
Do you think at some point we will have a universal language?
I always think about that. We definitely have the ability at this point in time to have one.
I think it's like trending in that direction.
Yeah. I mean, you almost think, right? Like all these languages developed so isolated from each other. I mean, obviously there was probably influence, but like definitely more isolation than we have today.
For sure.
And
You hear accents and stuff.
right. And, with how connected the world is today, it makes you wonder if at one point it'll all just kind of blend back together.
Right, which would kind of stink, I think. Just
Right. I
kinda
mean,
like,
language
bleh.
is like a part of what makes different cultures beautiful.
Right,
I think.
right,
It's
right,
like,
right.
they're in like the romance languages and
Yeah.
just, I don't know. It's such a cool part of a people,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Agreed.
What do you think about the ability to clean and filter water to a point where it's drinkable?
That's huge, bro.
It's insane, dude. I was looking this one up, and apparently, around 500 BC, Hippocrates developed a crude water filter. So it's been around for a while.
Right.
And, I remember I took a class in college once, and the professor was like, first step to like move a country, if there's a struggling country or a typically poorer country, the first step to move them towards more
Being more
prosperity.
civilized,
Yeah, I want to
sure.
be careful with my language here
Right,
because I don't
right,
want to
right.
sound
Ignorant.
yeah, exactly. But water filtering plants is like one of the number one ways to do that,
Right.
I would say. And so obviously water is a human need. That's, we don't really have
clean
to say
water.
it. Right, exactly.
sure.
And it's like, it's unbelievable how much we take for granted just having access to clean water. You can go turn on that sink right now and you can just go,
bang.
and you're fine.
It's crazy. Actually.
Yeah, the fact that we live in a place where you could drink enough water to kill yourself is crazy.
Do you ever think about animals and the fact that they just drink like whatever water?
Pond water. Yeah, I don't know.
They just have different guts. Their guts.
Oh yeah, we're not.
Or maybe that's why we live way longer. It's because we drink clean water.
I'm sure
I don't
maybe
know.
that could be part of
Could
it.
be a factor.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You ever wonder why don't dogs live to be 60?
I do. I wonder that about a lot of animals, man. But like, there's sharks that's like 300-year-old
Yeah,
sharks.
it's a spectrum, right? And we're like maybe somewhere in the middle,
Right,
or a tortoise that's 300 years old.
I'm reading crap like, in like 20 years, like humans will be able to be like essentially immortal. I don't know.
I'm good.
Even
bro.
if we had that ability, there's no way that we're they're giving that out.
I was gonna say only the rich will have access to that. You know, that's gonna be a thing. Yeah,
Yes, sir. Agriculture, big one.
that was the next one I had too.
Yeah, medicine and its advancements, and then
Advancement
space
of asbestos.
space exploration. I had was big. I want to go. Actually, before that, I'm gonna obviously the World Wide Web and communication. I kind of looped into one as like a major human achievement.
Sure.
Like in order to like say hello to somebody in Australia, that took months in the past. You know what I mean?
Dude, shout out Christian Chambers. I literally had a session with him today, and we were working in real time. And he lives in Los Angeles, and we're here in Atlanta, and you know we just share a Zoom link, and it's like this is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's wild, dude.
Yeah, I want to talk now, kind of, or do you want to?
Yeah, I think you jumped into a bunch there. I think there's definitely something to touch on. I think irrigation and agriculture is a huge one because it gave us the ability to settle places. We no longer had to be nomadic. And it was interesting. I found something when I was doing research on this that I didn't expect to find, which was a biological engineering of crops and whatnot, because that has a very bad connotation to it.
Does, yeah.
And I'm not educated enough on this topic to speak to whether biological engineering of crops is good or bad. I mean, there's so many parts of like, quote unquote, the crap they put in our food, right? It's not just like, you know, they engineered this tomato to be bigger. I'm sure there's more to it than that.
Right.
You know, it is crazy. You know, the planet only has a carrying capacity, to my knowledge, of like, I don't know, 11 billion people, something like that. And we're around 8.
Mm-hmm.
And so
dependent on more like who's determining that though, because
I think it's based on like our current ability to
like what we're doing currently.
Sure.
Okay. That makes sense.
Like how many humans can we actually sustain before people just start dying before more people start dying of starvation. And it's like, we literally can't surpass that population.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of, I'm not going to get into the, you know, there's a lot of land and waste in the, you know, that cows are just like, I think if everyone ate grains and like that was it and stuff, like I think we could do a lot more.
Oh, dude. I mean, this might ruffle some feathers, but think about a golf course.
Right.
It takes up so much land, and
man.
it's not, you know, I would argue that like,
fuck that.
The ability to get meat and milk is more essential than golf. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
sorry, Dave.
It's we live in the Western world where like a lot of that stuff, just people don't even think about that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. That I feel like there's a principle almost. It might not exist, but it comes to a point where there's like a curve. You know what I mean?
Curve of what?
Where just like it caps out almost.
Yeah, that's the carrying capacity.
Oh, okay.
That's what that term refers to.
Okay, word.
Yeah, and it's interesting, man. It's crazy that we have engineered crops and, you know, just the agriculture and food supply in general, that like we are able to feed so much of the world's population. And then it's like we could feed the whole world's population, but we don't. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it's crazy, man. There's so much like power hierarchy structure, you know, this shit in place that affects this. But it is crazy that agriculture has gotten to the point that it's at. You know what I mean? Wow. You can get a fucking avocado from California and it's right here there on the other side of the country. It's just, it's wild, man.
It is crazy.
And it doesn't go bad on the way.
No. Nuts. I what?
Oh, I thought you were just, we were talking about agriculture. And I thought like nuts just popped into your head and you just went nuts.
I do love nuts, dude. That's one of my sweet treats. I consider it kind of healthy, is that I love dark chocolate covered almonds.
Oh my God, dude.
And like the cinnamon toasted ones. Like
I don't know if I've had those. I like the,
I got a few you can have.
The hickory smoked salted almonds. Those ones that just taste like a campfire.
Okay. Ooh, good. Yeah.
Fuck.
Nuts are good, man.
Yeah. We love nuts here on the Good Hang podcast.
Yeah. I'm going to dive into some more specific ones because that's kind of the bulk of what I did.
Okay.
It was a little more specific, but I want to talk about a couple of like medical advancements first.
Sure.
This one blows my mind, or these two. Smallpox and just how it's been eradicated, essentially. Peak smallpox whacked like 30% of people. Imagine 1 in 3 people.
That's crazy, dude. Shout out to vaccines.
Yeah.
Man.
Edward Jenner, England, 1796. considered the father of immunology, created the first successful smallpox vaccine using cowpox virus. I don't know what cowpox is, but
Mad cow
I don't know.
disease, brother.
Yeah, and polio, another big one. This one's wild, man. The world is, I guess it's not completely eradicated, but the world is close to eradication today. It's seen a 99% decline since 1988, which is wild.
1988?
Yeah.
That's like not that long ago.
Right. I guess, I mean, on a global scale. I mean,
Sure.
I think in the U.S. probably. Because the guy, Jonas Salk, I imagine I'm pronouncing that right, USA, 1955, I guess, developed the first effective polio vaccine. This is really cool. He refused to patent it. He was like, and he said this, I guess, could you patent the sun?
Good for him, man.
Good for him, man. Like, honestly, like that, what are you going to like deny or try to like make a profit and just be a clown about, that's how I imagine, I don't know. I imagine that I would have that mentality if I did something that big.
You should talk to Big Pharma, man.
I imagine you can make money and, you'd be taken care of, like, regardless. You get rich. I don't know, but yeah. And this is why I was wondering earlier about, generally one person gets the credit. Like, I'm reading this guy's name, but there's got to be a research team behind him. I imagine it's not, or unless he was just locked in with a candle and
I don't know, man. It's hard to say because a lot of times too, like we have to incorporate, human nature into taking credit for these discoveries, and there's selfishness, and people want all the money and they patent it. They don't give other people the copyright or whatever. It's like sometimes it's hard to say. Like one person is credited. I think you put it well. It's like one person's always credited. You can probably safely assume that it wasn't just one person.
Right. Maybe they made
they
had the input that, I don't know.
Right.
Also, shout out to Albert Sabine, USA, early 1960s, who developed an oral vaccine. And that was easier to administer. So he hit a global. That's when you probably saw the 99% or started to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Damn, modern medicine, man. It's crazy.
What do you got?
What do I got? I've got some stuff here. I've got this one's simple, and I'll start with this one, but just making coffee.
Wow.
You know what I mean? We're talking about all these crazy inventions, but like what incredible means just like its effect that it's had on the world. And like
I would rope tea into that too.
Oh yeah,
just
100%.
Steeping some plants, essentially beans, plants, whatever, in water.
Right.
And like it giving you incredible benefits. Like healthy benefits.
I know, man.
Like tea, like and coffee too is healthy. As long as you don't overdo it. But like, I was reading a study in this book, How Not to Die by Dr. Michael Greger, I think is his name. And he was talking about how coffee, a cup of coffee a day is like very good for you in the sense that I guess it's linked with like far lower suicide rates in human beings that drink coffee.
Yeah, because I get a source of joy every day.
right. And then like tea kind of speaks for itself. The health benefits of different teas, like you can do everything from relax yourself to lower your blood pressure to do all kinds of health benefits. Drinking tea. So
I would
pretty
say
cool, man.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty amazing human achievement.
Yeah, for sure.
We got to talk about bifocals.
Oh, Benny Franks.
It's apparently, I don't think it was Ben Franklin.
Oh, really?
There was, I was looking it up and I can't remember his name, but I should have written it down. It was this Italian guy. And one of the articles was like, although Ben Franklin a lot of the time is credited with bifocals, they could have been around 400 years before that. And it's like, this is what I'm talking about with the innovation part. Like, bifocals could have been around, or glasses, or
Right.
But he could have tweaked something on them that made them more relevant. You know what I mean? And
engineering,
I don't know enough about this specific case to speak on it, but
man, I'm wearing them right now. I wear contacts usually, but I can't imagine going through my life just struggling to see and stuff.
Right. I mean, dude, it's like that's natural selection, man.
Yeah.
Like I always think about, what are inventions like vaccines or, glasses, stuff that we have basically invented to put a fucking brick wall in between, natural selection and the life cycle.
Oh my God, that's a great question posed.
Maybe that would be a good one to put on a reel or in a TikTok or something. I would love to hear what people have to say about that. But vaccines, glasses, even
things that essentially wouldn't need to have been invented had we just selected in that way.
Sure. Or even if someone gets injured and they lose all motor control of their legs,
I feel like that doesn't express itself genetically though.
Right.
But that person would have been done. Yeah.
Sure. But there's also there's a lot of disabilities like that we have come up with solutions for that aren't genetic.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like a wheelchair, and it's like, if we didn't have wheelchair, those people just couldn't walk, or they can't walk, but they would
have been left behind. I hate
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like, so I guess that's not really.
Imagine the fear of injury back in the day before all
that's
this.
what I'm saying, man.
Or if you're done.
Even back to World War II and World War I, man, the fear of infection during battle, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's
crazy.
We've come an insanely long way.
True.
We got to talk about indoor plumbing.
Oh my God.
Which this is another one that kind of developed over a long period of time, and it was really prevalent in the Indus River Valley and the Fertile Crescent. Do you remember learning about that?
Oh my God. The Fertile Crescent. Shout out the Fertile Crescent.
That's right. I mean, dude, indoor plumbing, it's do we even really need to talk about that one?
No, it speaks for itself. Yeah. Incredible. Thank you.
The printing press, invented by Johann Gutenberg.
Johann Gut.
I believe, kind of a precursor to the internet. It's just the ability to mass spread information. Right. The scientific method. This one is so important because it began with Aristotle and his methods of testing theories and whatnot, but I guess it was formalized by Francis Bacon. Frankie Bacon.
Frank Bacon.
But just the ability to put theories to the test and actually have a structured way of going about theories to prove or disprove them. It's
really important.
It's so important. I mean, someone comes up with a theory and it gets peer reviewed and everyone's using the scientific method to vet it. And it's because
imagine someone proposing this theory. They're just a super charismatic person.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Exactly. People just believe them.
Yeah,
and if there wasn't a way to formally test it, Because unfortunately, a lot of times, especially in today's day and age, people can just say shit.
Right.
And there's, the earth is flat, whatever. And it's okay, well, it's annoying that we have to do this, but we could use the scientific method to disprove that. So, you talked about the internet, computers, cell phones, that type of stuff is just insane.
Yeah.
Here's one I'm passionate about. This keeps coming up in our fucking podcast, but deodorant and antiperspirant, man.
Yeah.
For all you stinkers out there.
People don't really reek these days. That's kind of clutch.
Some people do.
Yeah.
Some people reek.
Yeah. That's factored into the indoor plumbing too, I think. Is it shower? You can consider shower part of that?
Yeah, I would say.
Being able to take a shower.
I mean, just hygiene. Modern hygiene is just, it's dialed in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to dive into some physical feats. Physical human achievements that I thought were incredibly impressive personally.
Okay.
I think this one was kind of recent. I remember reading about it. Diana Nyad. She swam 110 miles from Cuba to Florida without a shark cage after 4 failed attempts. A lot of these are just crazy determination too, human achievements.
Just
swam for 110 miles, bro.
What?
First of all, 110 miles. I think about running that distance, can't even imagine. But swimming is a whole totally different game. And just across the ocean, swimming across the ocean.
Fear that's involved,
dude. Some of these people just don't have an amygdala or something because I don't understand it. After 4 failed attempts, too, failed 4 times. You'd think maybe after failing 4 times, and think about failing 4 times doing that. She might have made it halfway, 3/4 of the way.
Right. She could have made it 10 feet from the shore, bro.
She's like, fuck it, I can't die without doing this.
Yeah,
nailed it.
That's amazing.
Without a shark cage, man. That is so crazy.
I found one that a woman. A 41-year-old Danish woman, Annette Fredskov, had been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And she said, it's not the way I wanted things to be, but I can decide for myself what I'm going to do from now. And she ran 366 marathons in 365 days.
What? That can't be right. For real?
Yeah, that's what this article says, man. She ran 26 miles a day every day for a whole year. Insane. I mean, I would imagine on her last day, this is crazy. On her last day, she decided to hit the roads for over 10 hours and complete 2 marathons in celebration of her epic journey. That's why it's 366 and not 365.
Wow.
That's crazy, dude.
I had this guy, Dean Carnazes, probably pronouncing that wrong, but he ran 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 days.
Oh my gosh.
And he also ran 350 miles nonstop over 3 days without sleeping.
What?
I go 3 days without sleeping, just sitting in a chair, and I'm dying. This dude just ran 350 miles straight over 3 days without sleeping. Apparently, his lactic acid threshold, I was like looking into this. I don't know if this is true or not, but his ability to clear a lactate from his blood and convert it to energy, he's got like a way higher threshold for it than like a normal human being.
Interesting.
Which, how does someone run 350 miles straight, bro? Like, without sleeping.
That's
But the woman that you mentioned is arguably even more impressive. She ran a marathon every day for a year straight.
Yeah, what was the first week like?
Dude,
how do you train for that?
I don't know, but like I will say this, like there's a such thing as overtraining and stuff, and you can die from overtraining. It's like when I don't know what exactly happens in your body, but your muscles, protein, I don't know, but you can die. And like a lot of these, they talk about some of these CrossFitters like just overdoing it and dying and stuff. Like I don't know how these people just do that. Like how do you recover? Like I don't understand.
I don't know.
Get it, bro.
3 days especially, or even like you said, that woman who ran a marathon every day. Dude, we can't talk about this without talking about Alex Honnold.
Oh, I had him up next.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Honnold. Shout out Goggins too for being an absolute.
Oh my God,
freak.
he's a psychopath.
Dude, I just realized I was just being a bitch.
Dude, the Alex Honnold, and for those of you who don't know, he made the first free solo ascent of El Capitan, which free soloing is climbing with no ropes.
No ropes.
Completing the 2,900 foot free rider route in 3 hours and 56 minutes.
Yeah, it's just a vertical rock face in Yosemite.
And
3,000 friggin' feet.
Like I rock climb. I'm a very intermediate rock climber. I'm not the best. But if you got to watch the documentary about this, if you haven't seen it, it's like the pitches that he was doing and some of the slopes. I mean, dude, and this is on bare rock, no ropes. And imagine at one point he's 2,500 feet up and he still has 400 feet to go. It's just like, it's unbelievable, bro.
Nuts.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Honnold it was an amazing documentary, Free Solo. Go check out Free Solo if you haven't seen it. It'll inspire you to get after it. But they like did tests on his amygdala, and it was like I don't know if it was way smaller or just like it just wasn't a normal amygdala, and you have to. He's just not afraid. He's not afraid to die. Like there's no fear of death there. Most of us would be up there with no ropes and be like, "Get me the fuck off this rock."
Yeah.
It's just crazy, man. Like, it's just truly crazy. And like I remember in the documentary, he's got like a serious girlfriend that he's starting to date and stuff. And like, and his crew, like Jimmy Chin and the crew, the guys recording him, they're like fully prepared to watch him fall to his death. Like, it's just, what do you tell a person like that you care about? That's literally probably going to their death.
Right.
You're going to stop them from living out there. This might be the only thing that they can live for.
I know. Well, especially someone like him, or like if he didn't do it, he would have just hyperfixated on his wife. It would have torn apart his relationship.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, that's crazy, man. It's crazy. I want to mention a few things, just like human determination, like kind of in this realm of things that I think are very, very impressive human achievements. Jessica Cox, the first licensed pilot without arms. She was born without arms. She learned to do everything with her feet, including fly a plane. Incredible. It is crazy. Remember the Star Wars? I think it was episode 1. Who's the dude that's racing Anakin with his feet or whatever? You know what I'm talking about?
I forget his name.
Yeah.
Drop it in the comments.
Yeah, but that just made me think of that. Maybe she inspired the.
You talking about during the pod race?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That fucker.
I gotta rewatch those. That's insane. Bethany Hamilton lost her arm at 13 to a shark attack. Returned to pro surfing a month later. Became a global inspiration.
Isn't there a movie about that?
Probably. If a shark took off my arm, I don't know if I'm ever setting foot in the ocean again. Let alone a month later, just armless, just ripping it. Like the trauma of that, dude. Like I have major respect for Bethany Hamilton. Bro.
What is that movie called? Soul Surfer. Have you seen
about
that
her?
movie? Yeah, it's about Bethany Hamilton.
Oh, no way.
It's so good, dude.
Oh, you've seen it?
I saw it a long time ago.
Okay.
It's a 2011 film.
Word.
It's really good.
Julianne Kopke, sole survivor of a plane crash in the Amazon. She survived a 10,000-foot fall from a disintegrating plane and trekked alone for 11 days through the jungle with broken bones and no supplies. You imagine surviving a plane crash. So whoever you're on the plane with is dead now. Your body's totally broken. You're in the jungle by yourself. Imagine the nighttime, the night falls on the jungle. You're
prey, dude.
Yeah, you're just hearing all the animals. Oh man, trekked 11 days. I guess she made it out. Insane. And this one's you've heard of this one. Everyone probably has. I think there's a movie about this, but Aaron Ralston, trapped by a boulder in the Utah Canyon.
Oh, dude.
Amputated his own arm to escape.
127 hours.
Yeah. Star in the film 127 hours.
Yeah.
I would argue that that's an incredible achievement.
The fact that he was able to cut off his own arm.
To come to that, to survive. To have the wherewithal to be like, if I don't cut off my arm, I'm going to die.
Yeah. Dude, have you seen the movie?
No.
Oh, it's dark, man. It's a great movie. Movie. But the part where he cuts off his arm, I was like, oh.
How do you know you're not just going to bleed out?
What
did he
It's
do?
either die.
Tourniquet?
Maybe he had a tourniquet. I don't know.
Crazy.
Put his belt around it or something. I don't know. I've got a good one. I'm going to try my best to pronounce his name. Eliud Kipchoge became the first human ever to run a marathon in under 2 hours. He finished in an hour and 59 minutes and 40 seconds, holding a sub 4:34 pace for the whole marathon. Imagine running a 4.5 minute mile.
No.
And then imagine doing that consistently for 26 miles. That's just...
My buddy Nat, he was like texting us. He's trying to get in shape he's made a bet with his friend. He's going to get his mile time down. And I guess he just I think he's kind of out of shape now, but he ran a mile, just 1 mile. And it was like 9 minutes or something.
Hey, you know what,
it's just
dude?
like 4 minutes. Like I'm just putting that in perspective because it's just an insane
5
pace.
minutes is a long time, man. But
Yeah.
shout out to your man Nat for
He's trying to get it down to 7. Let's get it, baby.
That's huge, man. All right, we're pulling for you, Nat. Felix Baumgartner, bro. Who died?
Oh yeah,
recently.
yeah.
Was it recently?
Yeah, I think he did actually just die.
Yeah, he's the dude who did the 24 mile skydive,
right? Like
basically from space.
From space, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely insane.
Fearless, man.
Have you heard of Eddie Hall?
No.
He's an English former professional strongman who set the world record for deadlift.
How much?
1,102 pounds.
1,100 pounds. That's crazy.
That's insane, dude.
That's crazy.
I have a buddy, shout out Forklift Billy, who can deadlift around 800.
That's a lot of weight,
think.
man.
It's insane, dude. The way my fucking C3 vertebrae would be showing out of my back. It would
Dude,
be
I did
insane.
like 315 one time. This was when I was a lot younger, and I think I got a hemorrhoid. I felt
really?
a little pop in my ass crack. Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Jesus.
800 pounds is nuts. You gotta say you gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Form's gotta be dialed. But I gotta get back to my strength game.
Should we talk about Michael Lotito?
Yeah, I want to shout out Beethoven real quick.
Okay. Real quick, shout out to Beethoven.
Composed some of his greatest works after going deaf. I don't get that, bro. Make it make sense.
I don't know. You got to know your fucking instrument, man.
How do you even know it if you can't hear it?
I think...
As a musician, can you chime in here? If you can't hear what you're playing, how can you create beautiful music?
I mean, intervals in music,
So he just knew theory incredibly well and just
that, but also intervals between notes on the piano. Each one has a specific vibration, and they each feel a little bit different. So if you mastered your instrument while you still had the ability to hear, and then you went deaf, I would imagine you would still have some ability to discern what the intervals are. And I don't know. I mean, maybe he
wrote the. Is there you can like maybe he wrote?
Yeah, he might have been able to just write it and like hear it in his head, man. You know what I mean?
Right. Wow. It's incredible to me. That's just incredible to me.
Yeah. I do think kind of on that topic, encores were invented around that time. It says the first encore. Actually, who was it? It was Mozart. One of the earliest recorded encores was in 1786 at the premiere of Mozart's Marriage of Figaro.
You're saying encores in like
They called him back out after it was done. It's just so funny thinking about that, like a classical show.
that's so funny.
Yeah. But anyway.
And like he was just like, fuck it, I'll go back and play again.
He's like, all right, we'll do one more song. Yeah. Michael Lotito. We've talked about him in other episodes.
This guy is all time.
He is potentially my favorite person that we are going to talk about on this episode. He was a man who is known for eating crazy shit. I'm going to read you the list. If you missed our episode where we talked about this, I'm going to read you the list of unusual items that he consumed throughout his lifetime. Here we go.
This is absolutely an achievement. Yeah.
45 door hinges, 18 bicycles, 15 shopping carts, 7 television sets, which at the time were probably the
boxy
tube ones. Yeah. 6 chandeliers, 2 beds.
What, I break a chandelier?
2 beds, which I'm like, does it include the frame?
Does it include the mattress?
I would imagine. It's not a bed without a mattress. 1 pair of skis, 1 computer, which at the time, big. 1 copy of the textbook Gravitation by Misner, Thorne, and Wheeler. 1 Cessna 150 light aircraft, so a plane. 1 water bed, 500 meters or 1,600 feet of steel chain. 1 coffin with handles. Assorted razors and bolts, and 1 Guinness World Records award plaque.
He ate the plaque that he got.
Yeah, they gave him the plaque, and he fucking ate it.
Yummy.
It's like a dog, bro. Can't give a dog anything.
I don't understand, man. I guess he had that enzyme that could break down like metal.
Yeah,
and stuff.
It seems like it.
But like, how do you start? How are you just like, yeah. Did he crave it? Like, what? How could that be? Did he eat? He must have ate regular food. First of all, like heavy metals and stuff are just incredibly toxic. This guy must have been a straight eat, because
I don't know, man. Like, it says Lotito also had digestive juices, which is a very vague term, that were unusually powerful, meaning that he could digest the unusual materials. Soft foods such as bananas gave him heartburn. Specifically when he had metal in his stomach. Okay, so bananas upset his stomach, but he could eat a plane. That's crazy.
That dude ain't real.
No. He died of natural causes at age 55 in 2006.
Died from a lifetime of eating metal.
I'm sure there were some complications there.
No way.
So crazy, bro.
Nuts, man. Nuts.
I've got some discovery ones that I want to talk about.
Let's do it.
This was definitely one of the coolest things I've seen happen in my lifetime, which was Katie Bowman. Hopefully I'm pronouncing her name right. She got the first picture of a black hole. Maybe we can throw it up on the screen, but it's an unbelievable picture. It's like kind of haunting.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's very cool.
And then we got to talk about nuclear power, man. And I'm not necessarily talking about bombs, but I'm talking about, just nuclear power.
Yeah.
Enrico Fermi built the first nuclear reactor, but in 1932, physicists John Cockcroft, Ernest Walton, and Ernest Rutherford discovered that when lithium atoms were split by protons from a proton accelerator, immense amounts of energy were released. it's a huge discovery, and it's interesting. I think because of Chernobyl, people have this idea that nuclear energy and nuclear power is really dangerous. Yeah, but it's actually really safe, and it's an incredible renewable energy source.
Have we mastered that, or is that's still in the early stages of
I don't know.
being developed?
I don't know. I would imagine we're pretty good at it now, but it's pretty crazy. The discovery of other universes, which this is crazy. It wasn't until 1924 that Edwin Hubble was credited with discovering that the universe contained galaxies beyond the Milky Way, which is like, it's just crazy, man.
Right.
You know, that it's a very recent history that we know how large the universe is. And have you seen some of the images from the Hubble or the James Webb telescope? Absolutely,
some of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
Yeah, like we definitely should maybe throw a couple of those up on the screen. They're fucking insane.
Yeah.
And the godfather of it all, Isaac Newton.
Oh yeah.
We'd be nowhere without his laws of physics, dude. It's crazy stuff. Just like space travel and that kind of sector of technology is just insane, man.
Right.
The ability that we can get off our planet.
I feel like we should have worked in NASA.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, would have been sick.
Should have been an astronaut without that cake I got in my ass.
All right.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Have you ever invented anything?
No, but that poses a really good question. Are we in this realm of like incredible human achievements, discoveries, inventions? Are we? Do we even have a shot at ever doing something for the first time after all that's been done?
I don't know. I would imagine that.
I think when you think like that, no. I think these people didn't think like that.
Sure.
You know, I imagine, but still, like, you know, like flying, for instance. Like there had to be so many people being like, "Oh,
the first flight,
looking at a bird, like we could fly."
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like what else is there? Teleportation. Let's get on it.
Let's get to work.
It's hard though. It's hard. Like
I wonder who made the first phone call.
Somebody did.
Some idiot.
Yeah.
Hello?
Can't hear you.
I don't know, dude. Do you have any incredible achievements that you've done that you want to talk about? I know it's crazy to think about it and this reflecting on what we just talked about.
Right. But. Why don't you go? Let me think, because I definitely have something.
Okay.
Is there something that you're incredibly proud of or an achievement? Sure.
I don't mean this to sound like I have so many achievements in music, but like I don't want to talk about music for this because it's like I think it'd be more interesting to talk about other stuff. But last year I ran a half marathon, which was a pretty big deal for me.
Big for you. Yeah.
I just went out for a run, and then around 6 miles I was like, I feel pretty good. And then I was at 8 miles and I was like, what's 5 more, you know?
That's pretty impressive.
So
yeah.
And then I was literally in the most pain I've ever been in my life after. It's crazy.
Survived, though.
Yeah.
Have you been running recently?
Yeah, I'm actually going to Fleet Feet tomorrow with Nikhil to get my feet scanned and see which running shoes would be best for me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you know they do that?
No.
Fleet Feet has this thing where they
What is Fleet Feet?
It's like a running shoe store.
Oh.
And they have this thing where they can scan your feet and they basically can use that to guide you towards the best shoe for you.
And they have shoes there?
Yeah.
I want to do this.
That's we're going tomorrow if you want to
what
come.
Time? Whatever. Yeah.
Let me look it up.
We can talk about that after.
Let's get your ass out of bed.
But no, well, it's good to know because I definitely want to get a good running shoe. I want to get back into running a little bit. But
there's one in Decatur.
An incredible achievement, man. I don't know. I have to think about that.
I got one that you've done.
Yeah.
I think it's an incredible achievement that you made the decision to leave pursuing a medical career.
Yeah.
And go into an art career.
I agree.
I think that's an insane achievement.
I think, one of my best achievements is I'm like coming up on 2 years sober, and I never thought I'd be able to do that.
Exactly.
That was really hard. So, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Congratulations. That's
one time, this isn't my achievement, but I'm going to shout out my boy John. He threw a rock at a yo-yo that was hanging in a forest, and he, on his first try, drilled the yo-yo with the rock against all odds. 1 in a million shot. Bang. Bang.
That overshadows everything we've talked about.
That was sick.
Bang. Oh, I got to reach across this table.
Did you have anything else, or I just cut you?
No, you're good.
Cool.